Hello, hello, everyone. It's Isaya. Let me check that I am where I should be, aka in my Facebook group. And for some reason, I'm not. I'm going to record this anyway because this is just the weird magic or not magic of Facebook. So let me see. No, for some reason, I'm not. It says I am live, but I'm not live. If you see me and you're seeing me, please, 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 give me an emoji or tell me you're seeing me because, oh, there I am. I am live. Good. Awesome. Let's get going then. Welcome, welcome, everyone. This is the Yule Sacred Ritual Circle. I've been doing these circles for a whole year now. This is the last one that completes the circle. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I'm loving it. So I'm guessing it might well be that I will continuing. So if you're joining me, whether live or on the replay, just know that this is going to last 45 minutes to an hour, and that it's a direct plunge into the energy of the season. So what we're doing here is we are creating a sacred container to ground, to celebrate, to plant intentions, to remember what the season of Yule is all about. So if you're ready for that, we're going to first get settled with 3 breaths. So we do 1 breath to forget and to leave, not forget, but sorry, to drop the past in a little corner. I'm not saying that you will never ever, you will get rid of all your past anyway, but you won't need it for the next hour. So my invitation would be to just allow it to rest. So we take 1 breath and we allow the past to be on the corner for now. Second breath, we're going to inhale and exhale the future. So if you're watching this, you're decided to allocate some time to this. So I invite you to do exactly the same thing with the future and leave it there. You'll catch it in 1 hour. Inhale, exhale, and leave the future be for now. And then 1 final breath to just be here, come into this present moment. So we inhale, exhale, ground ourselves. Oof, there we are. Now we're here. So very, very happy to be here with you. And sorry, I'm just going to need my notes. So the first thing I always do is I create a magic sacred circle. So bear with me. And there we go. So I'm going to light a candle, which I'm not ready for because I completely forgot to get ready with it. But there we have always a candle on my desk. So there it is. It's little low, but you can see it. Maybe you can't, whatever. It's there. And you won't be able to see it during the ritual, but I will. Now, the next thing we do is I create a magic circle. I usually have a wand, but I forgot it. So I'm going to do that with my fingers. It's fine. From the north, we call the element of earth and everything that lives underground, that is buried, ancestors, animals that live underground, and all the things that are our past, our roots, our memories from the past. We call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From the east, we call the energy of air and everything that flies, birds, angels, and all our thoughts or ideas, everything that is light as air. We call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From the south, we call the element of fire and every magic, fiery animal, dragons, phoenixes, and everything that drives us, our passions, our fuel. We call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From the west, we call the element of water and everything that flows, animals, fish, mammals, but also any and all of our emotions, everything that flows, we call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From below, we call the energy of Mother Gaia, Grandmother Gaia, our Mother Earth energy and her unconditional love. We call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From above, we call the energy of Uranus, our Father Sky, and his infinite, infinite peace that can be bestowed upon us. We call you in, we call you in, we call you in. From all over the world, I called you, me, and every sister that wants to join into this ritual. You're welcome. You have your place here in the circle, whether live or on the replay. This is a magic ritual circle for us to be. I also invite any and all of our magic dream teams, support teams from the invisible, angels, archangels, totem animals, ancestors, whoever wants to sit here with us in the unseen. I also invite the goddess Hecate, goddess of crossroads and big decisions, as well as always, the goddess Artemis, goddess of sisterhood and covens. We welcome you all. And the circle is created. I also invite Hera, the goddess, the queen goddess today. But I almost forgot, but there she is. And there we are, the circle is created, so mote it be. So why do we do rituals? Why do we do this? We do those to do a sacred pause in the mundane. We choose to allocate some time to really be in the moment of now and not in the rushing around situation. And in this moment of now, we can do many things. Mostly if I find my notes. We create a sacred container for thought, for celebration, for release, for dreaming. It depends. This particular series of circles or ritual ceremonies have been done in accordance with the seasons and the 8 festivals of the pagan year, which I use in my practice as checkpoints to see where I stand and where basically where are we going for the next 6 weeks, because there's 8 festivals, right? So every 6 weeks there's this opportunity to come and reflect on what's happened in the previous 6 weeks and what's happening, what we hope or what we send as an intention for the next 6 weeks. So we can reflect on personal growth, personal life changes, and changes also over the year this time, because as we see, you know, this is happening the end of the year. So there's also this other energy that is added, right? We use nature as our guide. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's winter. It's going to be winter solstice in 3 days. And so we use that energy because every season, even the quiet ones, offer an opportunity to grow. Now, if you're listening to me from the Southern Hemisphere, I'm really sorry, but this is, come and listen to this in 6 months. Go and find the previous one that I did for the summer solstice. That might be more in accordance with your energies over there, down there, I should say. And as humans, don't ever forget that we are influenced by seasonal energy, by nature. The seasonal ebbs and flows, they push and pull on our spirits and souls as well. What I usually do to feel the season is I listen to music. And I'm going to share with you in the comments a playlist from Spotify that I've created in order to accompany me in the winter season. And so you're welcome to use it, of course, and listen to the music. Because of copyright laws, I cannot share any music during this, because otherwise Facebook will have a nervous breakdown. But you can listen to the music even later on when we do some journaling. So the next thing I want to do with you is last year I wrote 8 poems to go with each of the seasonal energies, and I would like to share the one that I wrote last year. So if you're good with that, I suggest you take it as a little tiny meditation. Maybe close your eyes and just listen to my voice. In the heart of winter's embrace, Yule arrives, a tapestry woven with ancient ties. When shadows stretch long in the pale sunlight, and whispers of magic dance through the night. Beneath the cloak of the longest night's shroud, flickering flames, a hearth's warmth endowed. In cozy halls, where kinfolk convene, love's tender embrace in each soul is seen. The Yule log crackles with spirited cheer, a symbol of hope as the new year draws near. Adornments aglow with festive delight, guiding spirits through the longest night. Evergreen boughs, a verdant array, symbolize life that will not fade away. A wreath on the door, a welcoming sight, inviting peace and joy, banishing plight. The sun reborn heralds the lengthening day soon, promising light on its resplendent way. Yule, a time of reflection and grace, embracing the world in the warm embrace. In this season of magic and mirth, soft hue, may Yule bring blessings abundant and true, as nature's slumbers neath's winter's soft rule. Let hearts be alight with the spirit of Yule. There is a very particular meaning to this festival of Yule. It is one of the oldest winter celebrations from every Northern European tradition that I know of, at least. It marks the winter solstice, the longest night. But that also means that as soon as the longest night will be finished, aka next Monday, the sun returns, right? So symbolically, Yule honors the rebirth of light after we have been in the deepest darkness, if you wish. So in the past, it was a time of fire, of feasting, of storytelling, of community. Spiritually, it represents hope, renewal, and the promise that life continues even in the deep stillness of winter. And I always invite, when I do Yule events, I will always invite you to think about our ancestors, when they didn't know about astronomy and they had no certitude that the life would return, that the sun would return at some point. Imagine living in a cave or even, in a hut somewhere in prehistoric times or early, or Roman times, something like that. You had no certitude. You were not assured that the sun would come back. So there's also this immense fear coupled with this immense hope for life, for light to come back. Plus, imagine, of course, that we're living in a time before electricity. So dark means dark. And it also comes as the end of something, right? We humans have decided that the civil year ends at the end of December, but Yule is actually also the end of this circle that started last Yule. So basically we have this circle of the light begins, it grows very big until summer solstice, and then it retreats up to winter solstice. So now it invites us to release what is complete and to plant intentions like seeds in the dark, dark soil and see what happens to them. And it does remind us, because we know that light always returns within nature and within ourselves. There are 5 words that for me sum up the festival of Yule, and they are stillness, stillness. It's a really important one. I'm going to stop here for just a minute. And, stillness, when our society wants us to hustle and bustle, to buy a Christmas present and run all around and eat like crazy people and then buy some more. Stillness, the moment where nothing happens in nature, that's winter solstice. Everything seems dead, but nothing is really dead. The second word associated with Yule is community. Very ancient traditions of gatherings and basically holding each other tight in the dark with a little candle or a little flame, a little hearth, to remember that, you know, we are not alone in the darkness. Release, as I was saying, is another word. Letting go of anything that is dead, basically. Hope for the coming back of the heat, the light, and the newness. And then, of course, the word light, because Yule is the beginning of the lighter days, even though it doesn't feel like this for now. I know. So we are going to have a little closer look at what it means in nature. So the world, mostly in northern countries, less around here in France, but still, there's frost, there's silvering branches. We have the evergreens, who are the only trees that are standing steadfast, guardians of life, even through when all the other plants and trees seem dead. There's light, but it's scarce and precious, misty maybe. The nights are vast. And if you're lucky, like I am, to live in a place where you can actually look at the stars, there are millions of stars in the winter to be looked at. The cosmos looks closer. It's night all the time, basically. And it seems that it's clearer, that we could touch them, that they're whispering to us this kind of magic. There's deer moving slowly. In my area, they are. We don't have snow, but we do have the deer that run around. And in the winter, they're hungry, so they come closer to our houses. We had a wild boar in the garden yesterday. There's this secret nature life that kind of still is alive despite no leaves on the trees. Sometimes you can see your breath visible in the chill air. You can see the fires, the chimneys, and the smoke all over from wherever humans are gathering. You can see the moon also when it's time. Right now, it's not a good idea, but just wait for it. And if it's snowy, if you're lucky enough to have snow, then the moon and the stars will reflect on the snow, and that's the absolute magic and beauty. And then you have all the spices and the citrus and the evergreen, the smell of winter's magic. And it's like nature is holding her breath. It's a still point in the turning wheel when light is reborn, but oh so slowly. And energetically, this is the threshold of the light's return, right? The turning point, the shift, where darkness reaches its peak, if so to say, or its depth. And then very slowly, the first sparks of light will begin to grow. And they're inviting us to feel the subtle shift in energy. It's all very subtle at this time. So we need to keep quiet in order to be able to listen and to feel. And that's something that we very, very often refuse. So, and I'm going to invite you to do more of that, more of the stillness, more of the reflection, more of the pause, of the turning inward, of the contemplating, and less of the, although I love family gatherings. There's also something about honoring the idea of renewal, right? So we honor the things that are dead, energetically dead, that do not serve us anymore, that have literally fallen off of us, and we allow them to go, and we make room. we don't start building something immediately to fill in these gaps or these voids. We allow for the emptiness, the stillness, the darkness. This is when we can really allow ourselves to grow immensely. If we face this void, face this emptiness, and allow for our dreams to really bloom in there, not fill in the void with action, 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 or with, doing, 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 but just allowing for this time to be still, and to maybe start just so subtly to set visions. I wouldn't say goals, because this is not clear enough yet, but dreams, intentions, maybe visions for whatever's coming next, for the coming year. And it's about trust. It's really about trust that the germination will occur. Not now. It won't now. But if we do wait until springtime, then we will see these things that we have sent as intention, as dreams into the future. We will see them bloom. There's also an invitation to gather your inner strength. There's many more months before we get to the summer solstice, the outside, the shiny, bright, often joyful. Often we're in vacation also in the summer. There's many months in between, and we are invited to harvest our energies, our reserves of wisdom, of courage, and to store them, just like seeds, like we were squirrels, to nourish the months ahead and not be completely depleted. And that's why the stillness is so important. This is a liminal space of sacred rebirth, where light is born from shadow and hope emerges from stillness, and the promise of new beginnings quietly unfolds, provided we agree to pause. There are a few goddesses that can help us on our way. We have the amazing Greek goddess Gaia, Earth Grandmother, I call her. In Greek, we call her She's the grounding force beneath all life. She is the planet we walk upon. She embodies roots, rest, and the hidden cycles of growth, of decay and rebirth with her seasons. And she does remind us to turn inward, to nurture our foundations, and to honor the deep stillness of winter. There's a Chinese goddess called Nuva, or Nuva, I'm not really sure, and she's the goddess of protection and restoration. I love that. She nurtures the foundations of life, and she supports balance between the outside and the inside, between action and being, between summer and winter. And she supports the hidden work that sustains the world through the dark season. Isn't that beautiful? There is something at work because nothing is dead, but it's just hidden. It's underground. It's under the shadows. And Nuva, the Chinese goddess, will support that work to happen so that in the springtime, other goddesses can bloom. There's a Norse goddess. Obviously, there are way too many Norse goddesses of the winter. Wouldn't there be, of course. So one is called Eir, and she's goddess of healing and restoration. Can you see this restoration theme? Really interesting. She encourages us to restore body, mind, and spirit. So the pause that I'm talking about, it's body, of course, it's resting and taking some time off of the crazy wheel of work, 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 then play, 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 then work, work, work. Breathe. But also rest of the mind. Change whatever you're doing, Go and play some games with some children. Go to the movies. Go caroling, whatever you want to do that helps you unplug your mind from wherever you are. And then finally, the spirit pause, right? The pause where we deeply go into our soul and interrogate what we want to do. And that's what air will help us. And she also is the goddess of regeneration. So when the days go lighter, she will be with us as well. And then, of course, we have the goddess Freya. She's the Norse goddess of love, beauty, and fertility. And she's all about connection, even in the cold months, reminding us that life persists still beneath the surface, sorry. And she's with us, awaiting the sun's return. So what can you do at Yule to really honor this pause and to really go deep into that moment? Well, you can create a Yule altar. So, using the symbols and the things that are of the season, evergreens, pine cones, holy candles, whatever you want to use. You can obviously feast. Hey, why not? Light the fires, tend the hearth, the candles, the bonfires. This is the time to remember that light is not dead. It's just there. It's going to come back again. You can do a threshold ritual like we're doing. You can do a very simple one. You just light a candle. One for the darkness you honor, maybe another one for the light you invite. If you have two candles of different colors, you can let one burn to release and let one burn to invite. You can offer libations to the ground, wine, cider, mead, whatever you have, to thank the unseen, to thank the land and the cycles of renewal. Walk in nature. That's a nice way to have a pause. So notice the stillness of nature, the frost, maybe the snow, the quiet, because animals are hibernating and birds have very much flown away into warmer climates, and the still beauty of winter landscapes. You can also do divination. That's a good time of the year to do that. And journaling. You can ask, what seeds am I planting for the year ahead? What inner light do I want to nurture? So we'll do some journaling at the end of this ritual. You can also give back. It's a good time to give back with community. You can share warmth, presence, or even resources with others. There's a lot of people who need some help. If you can afford it, to give your time or your resources in your community, that is really a seasonal energy. Of course, you can craft the seasonal magic, bake, preserve, create herbal infusions, make wreaths, etc., etc. You can weave Yule charms, like using natural elements. You can create little symbols that you carry with you to remember you that to remind you, sorry, that the sun is coming back and that it's going to be all right. Honor the earth. Really, it's a good time to be outside and to celebrate Gaia and the hidden life beneath the soil, the life that will bring it back to us. It's not the supermarkets. It's not the shops. It's not even the farmers. It's the earth that produces, almost without any help, what we need to be sustained. And again, the main thing that I will invite you to is to stay still. Find the silence. Sit in silence during that longest night, maybe just 5 minutes. Feel the pause. Honor the darkness and sense the first stirrings of returning light. One of the most amazing rituals I was invited to one day is we were in a chapel in the UK, and there was no light for the whole of the longest night of the winter solstice. We sat in circle with a group of friends, and there was no light. So when the sun set at something like 3 p.m., it started being dark, and then it stayed dark. So we ate, we drank, we sang songs, but it was always dark. I mean, like no candles, no nothing. That was our way of really going into the depths of that sacred stillness. And after a few hours, nothing happened. We just stood there, or sat there, rather. Nobody fell asleep, actually. I don't think we slept at all. And after a longer period, even, what started to happen is, at least for me, I started wondering, is the sun really coming back? Is it going to rise? Or are we going to stay in this darkness like forever? It was both fascinating and a little frightening. And when the sun rose, it was like such an amazing moment of renewal. I'm having goosebumps just talking about it. It was just like this immense power of, whoa, thank you for the light. And yeah, anyway, tangent here. So because Yule is the stillness, the season of stillness, of reflection, of renewal, it does invite us to honor the rest, to plant some very fugitive, maybe dreams or intentions, and to prepare for the return of light. It's not about doing it now, it's about preparing for it. It is a sacred turning, a time to pause, to nurture, and to welcome the promise of new beginnings. I'm going to read you a very short poem by Susan Cooper called The Shortest Day. So the shortest day came, and the year died. And everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching. Short day, short poem, right? Before we do our journaling, I'm going to invite you to a very short meditation. And that is a guided meditation with Gaia that is specific, that I created specifically for this time of year. So if you're still with me, this is a pretty short, I'm not sure exactly, but I would say less than 10 minutes. So if you're good with that, if you're watching this on the replay, you are welcome to take a comfortable position, pause and come back. If you're watching me live, I'll just give you a minute to find a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down in a place where you feel safe and supported. If it's good for you, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly, slowly exhale. Begin now by turning into your body. Notice the rise and fall of your breath, the steadiness of your heartbeat, the grounding presence of your feet or body against the surface beneath you. Allow yourself to fully arrive in this moment, rooted, open, and present. Imagine now yourself in a quiet forest, blanketed in snow, the longest night of the year stretching all around you. The air is crisp and still, and a soft hush rests over the land. The earth beneath you is alive, though it sleeps, holding the seeds and dreams of what is to come. This is Gaia's realm, the sacred space of the Earth Mother, the deep roots and the stillness of winter. As you stand here, Feel Gaia herself approaching. She moves with quiet strength, her presence both tender and enduring. Her eyes glow with the warmth of life beneath the surface, reflecting patience, resilience, and deep nourishment. Her arms open to embrace the earth and all who walk upon it. She offers you her hand. Take it with reverence. This is her gift, grounding, stability, and the sense that you are deeply held and supported by the cycles of life. Feel the ancient energy of the earth flow into you, roots extending from your feet, connecting you to the bedrock, the soil, and the hidden life that stirs beneath. Gaia gathers the seeds of life, your intentions, your dreams, and the parts of yourself you wish to grow. And she cradles them gently into her arms, holding them safely in the dark, in the fertile soil. Know that in her care they are protected, nurtured, and patiently waiting for the sun's return in spring. Take a deep breath and let Gaia's presence settle into your mind, heart, and spirit. With every inhale, draw in her strength and patience. With every exhale, release tension, worry, and restlessness. Gaia reminds you that true power is in stillness and patience, in the trust that life continues even in the hidden quiet spaces. If you feel like it, gently place your hands over your heart and your belly. Feel the connection within you to the earth, to your own inner roots, and to the cycles that sustain all life. Let yourself dwell for a moment in this sacred pause of Yule. Gaia invites you to rest fully, to honor the darkness as a fertile place, and to trust in the hidden growth that occurs beneath the surface. She asks you to release what is heavy, to nourish what is vital, and to carry forward your intentions like seeds safely cradled in her arms, waiting for the warmth and the light of spring. Feel the stillness of the forest, the weight of snow, and the steady heartbeat of the earth surrounding you. Let Gaia's presence enfold you, a mantle of grounding, patience, and life-giving care. Take a moment now to set an intention for this Yule. Perhaps it is to root more deeply into your own life, to nurture hidden dreams, to honor your body and the cycles of nature, or to invite growth for the coming year. Whisper your intention to the earth, to Gaia, and let it sink deep into her soil. I am grounded. I honor stillness and renewal. I carry patience, nourishment, and life's quiet strength into the turning year. Feel Gaia's blessings surround you, a shield of deep green roots fertile soil, and the eternal pearls of the earth, reminding you that you are held, supported, and in harmony with the cycles of life and renewal. Take one last deep breath in, carrying this sense of grounding, stillness, and quiet strength with you. Let it live in your body, your breath, your spirit. When you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Feel the surface beneath you, the steadiness of your body, the rhythm of your breath. Open your eyes, carrying Gaia's energy and the sacred spirit of Yule with you into the world. I hope you're back. And so we are going to go into the last bit of our ritual and ceremony today, and we are going to go into some journaling prompts that are connected with Gaia and with Yule. There are 4 of them. I'm going to share them in the comments of the Facebook group. So you're absolutely welcome to start writing on them now and finish later. That's fine. Remember, the replay of this is going to stay for a week in the Facebook group. So the first prompt is called Rooting into Stillness. Yule is a time of rest, reflection, and grounding. Where in my life do I need to plant deeper roots? And how can I nurture stability and patience during this season of quiet? I'm going to read it again, provided I can find it, because now I lost my notes again. Where in my life do I need to plant deeper roots? And how can I nurture stability and patience during this season of quiet? I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Try to find an ending to this one. Still have another minute or 2, but anyway. Okay, and the second prompt would be cradling the seeds. Gaia holds the hidden potential of all things beneath the surface. What intentions, dreams, or parts of myself am I planting this year? And how can I care for them as they lie waiting for spring? Let me find the comments again because I've lost them. There we are. And I'm going to read that again. Gaia holds the hidden potential of all things beneath the surface. What intentions, dreams, or parts of myself am I planting this winter? And how can I care for them as they lie waiting for spring? Okay, maybe try and find an ending for that one. Just another minute. Okay, let's go for the third one. So the third one is honoring the hidden work. Life continues even in the unseen and the still. What areas of my life are quietly growing or transforming, and how can I acknowledge and support this hidden process? Read it again. Life continues even in the unseen and the still. What areas of my life are quietly growing or transforming, and how can I acknowledge and support this hidden process? Give you a couple of minutes again. Okay, maybe another minute or two. Okay, and the final prompt is releasing to the earth. Winter invites us to surrender and trust. What burdens, fears, or patterns can I release into Gaia's care, knowing they will nourish renewal rather than stagnate? And how can I let go with gratitude? Big one. So I'm going to give you a few minutes for that one. I'm going to read it again, but then obviously take a few minutes. Winter invites surrender and trust. What burdens, fears, or patterns can I release into Gaia's care, knowing they will nourish renewal rather than stagnate? And how can I let go with gratitude? Another couple of minutes here. Awesome, awesome. Try to find your ending for this journaling prompt. Just another few seconds. Try to find your stopping point. You can always come back to this later. As I mentioned before, the replay for this circle is going to stay up for a week, so you can delve into it more deeply if you want to. And before we completely end this circle, I want to share with you a card from my Goddess Self-Care Oracle deck card. When I say from my, it means from the one I created. So obviously it's a deck that works with the 8 Greek goddesses archetypes that are the foundation of my work. And obviously, as you would have guessed, the card that I'm sharing with you today is a Gaia card. So, oh, I don't think, oh, there you are. So you can see the little goddess here at the bottom, little Gaia holding us all in her arms. And the card reads, connect with Earth, grounding, connecting with Earth. It is a basic necessity so many of us have forgotten. Put your bare feet on the ground for a while and feel the energy of Gaia rising into your body as Mother Earth also sucks down any debris and low energies out of your system to recycle them. Double whammy. Of course, it was going to be a Gaia card that I chose for you. Oh, this camera is doing things. It's a brand new camera. Anyway. So this is basically the end of our circle. I just need to close the circle, the ritual circle. So I'm going to do this right now. We thank the goddesses that have been here with us. Gaia, obviously, Hera, Hecate, and Artemis. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We thank our dream teams of helpers from the invisible, all of them who have come to this circle with us. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We thank our Father Sky, Uranus, and his infinite peace. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We thank our Mother Earth, Gaia, for her unconditional love. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. From the west, we thank the element of water and everything that flows. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. From the south, we thank the element of fire and everything that drives us. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. From the east, we thank the element of air and everything that flies, including our thoughts and ideas. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. From the north, we thank the element of earth and everything that grounds. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. May the circle be open, but never be broken. May we keep the faith in each other until our furthest meeting. So mote it be. And the circle, the ritual circle, is now open. Before we go away, I would invite you, if you're up for that, and again, you can do that if you're watching this in the comments as well. I would invite you to offer a word in blessing for any other sister in the group that was listening to this as well. My word would be, very, very unoriginally, light. These circles I've done for free all year. It will stay on the, it will stay on the group or in the group for a week, and then it will disappear. You might, if you're curious, you might find it again on my podcast. But you won't have the video, you just have the sound, and you can listen to it there. If you feel that you want to buy me a coffee or rather a tea or anything, you can click on the link that I'm just posting now, and you can support my work with a free offering around this present gifting season. Thank you so much for having been with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this reflection stays with you. And remember, stillness is not death. Stillness is magic. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening. I hope you have a beautiful winter season. And I will see you next year for new adventures. I don't know if I'll be still doing these circles. I might be doing something completely different. I haven't dreamt my 2026 yet completely. All the love to all of you. One thing that I want to say for sure is that I hope to really bring some more life into this Facebook group, because I know that there is amazing women in here, and I would love for you to benefit from each other's magic and from mine. Bye for now.